What's going on, everybody? How everybody doing? You already know what time it is. It's about that time to have another show called "It's Going Down." No, welcome to another exciting episode of One-on-One Talk. It's your boy Pico the City Brown. You want to figure out how everybody's doing today. I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope everybody's having a great day. Um, Thank the Lord, we're still here. Another journey. Another journey it is, guys. Wow, so much is happening. I don't know what just happened. Give me a moment, and I'll get right back with you. Oh, there we go. Yeah. What's going on back? What's going on back? What's going on, everybody? Once again, if you already know who it is, it's your boy Pico the City Brown from my show One-on-One Talk with your boy Pico the City Brown. Before I start, I want everybody to know that don't be scared to hit the like button. Don't be scared to share the content. And you can also not be afraid to follow me on YouTube. Check me out on YouTube. If you don't catch it here, the show will be on YouTube. There's more shows coming to YouTube that I'm not going to do on here. So you guys want to keep a close eye out on that. But you can always follow there, Pico the City Brown One-on-One Talk PTSD. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that notification bell. Let you know when I'm downloading new content. So if you don't get the one-on-one from here, you can get it on YouTube. But then again, I'm going to start recording stuff and putting it on YouTube. So that won't be on a one-on-one talk. So you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My Instagram is Pico38. Hit that follow button. You can also hit the follow button on TikTok at Pico City. Hit that follow button on those two platforms as well. Now, before I start, I want to thank everybody for listening to the show. I want to thank everybody for sharing the content. I want to thank everybody for hitting the like button. I want to thank everybody for their comments, their feedback, and hey, it's a great thing, man. It's a great thing to have each other interact in the way that we do. But without any further ado, we have a pretty interesting topic tonight. Ice, what's good, my brother? How you feeling, bro? We have a pretty good topic tonight, and it is, and I read, should some black single mothers should some black single mothers be avoided? There we go. I don't know what happened. I was tongue twisted. Should some black single mothers be avoided? And the reason I say that is because, it can go all type of ways because let's just be honest. If you're dating a single woman, I said some. Now notice I didn't say all. I said some. Now you have to deal with their baggage. And you know what I mean when I say their baggage, I mean their children. And sometimes these kids be bad as hell. They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to cooperate. They will try to set you up. If they have girls, if the girls don't like you, they would tell the mother or run and tell the father that you're touching on them and stuff like that, or trying to molest them, or you're doing this to them, or you're doing that to them, and that necessarily don't always be the situation. That's why some black mothers, single mothers, should be avoided. Now, you have good and you have bad. So there's nothing in between. There's only good and bad. However, if you are a guy and you're dating a sister with children, it's okay to not want to be a stepfather in that child's life. I mean, we've been spoon-fed that for so long that, you know, this and that and package deals and stuff like that, and that stuff don't necessarily mean nothing because nobody's really a package deal. Now, you can accept the child. Sure you can. If you was to marry that child, you have to marry that child. If you was to marry that wife, that woman, and she becomes your wife, then by all means, yes, you do have to take care of the child. You can love that child like it's your own, but let that be your choice. Don't let it be her choice, because someone will say, well, you know what? If you accept me, you got me. If you want to be me, you got to take care of me and my kids. Not necessarily. Because technically, if you want to be honest about it, you don't take care of nobody that's not your wife or your husband. So if you're dating a woman who's got young kids And I'm not going to say older kids, because older kids pretty much can fend out for themselves and they don't give you much of a problem. But when they got them young kids, it's going to be a problem, because in the mother's eyes, a young kid is like Jesus. That kid can't do no wrong. And that pretty much leaves you out to dry, because she's always going to take that child's side, regardless if the child is lying. She's going to take the side of the child. You cannot do anything and she'll jump down your throat, because that's her child. I mean, that's her job. She has to protect her child. But let's just be honest. Most women will believe what a child say before the man will say. Yeah, there you go, Ice. It's definitely control. It's definitely control. Hey, cuz. But as I was saying, it's not a bad thing. I would never sit up and say all women that got kids, single mama, black single women, they just crazy. No, I would never say that, because you got to take the good with the bad, or in some cases you got to take the bad with the good. There are a lot of good black women out here that's single parents and raising their kids and don't want nothing but a guy to be there for them. Now, there's a difference between being there and being there for them. Anybody can be there. That's a piece of freaking cake. But once you be there for them and they know, hey, you know what? This is my kid. I'm not trying to throw my kid off on you. If you want to accept this kid or not, if you want to accept this kid, you can. If you don't, I'm not going to hold it against you. That don't mean you want to just beat the crap out this child. I mean, accept this kid as one of your own. That's not a problem. I don't see a problem with that. I don't care if she has a son or daughter. That's not a problem. But woe to the ones, and be weary to the ones that come spitting that crazy stuff saying, well, you know what? You got to accept my kids. And we want to do this. And you got to accept us. Well, not us. You got to accept them. And these little thing one and thing two is tearing up your house or tearing up where you live at. And you can't even say nothing because the mom is so in cahoots, so packed in with their children. You can't say anything. And if you say something, she's like, well, you know, they just kids. No, they're not just kids. They're just kids that's tearing up my stuff. Even if you do move in with her and you bring your stuff over there, that's still your stuff. I've known a couple of situations where the mother takes the kid's side, and I know that the guy is completely innocent. All it takes is a daughter to say, you know what, I don't like him. This guy's kicking up crap toward me, and although he's not kicking up crap, but that's the story she's going to tell. She's gonna go tell her father, well, he doing this, he doing that. He tried to look at me when I was taking a shower, or he tried to hit me. And instead of getting the story right, they want to come and bust your head. You're like, I haven't did nothing to your kid. Well, she ain't gonna just make this up. Yes, believe me. Kids do lie. Kids lie. I'm not gonna say they lie all the time, but that's what kids do. So don't ever take a child's word unless you got hard evidence and natural born proof. Then you can take their word for it. So what comes with being a single mother? In some cases, most women bring heartache and pain. You know, you do for your kid, then they want to pitch a fit if you don't do for their kid. Correction, sweetie, that's not my child. Now, if I want to do it, if I call up and like, where you at? I just came from, I'm on my way to the crib. I got my son and my daughter in the car. I don't care how old they are. I got my son and daughter in the car. You know what? I stopped off at McDonald's or White Castle, Burger King, whatever, and got them something to eat. Did Lil Mikey eat, or did Lil Lisa eat, or something like that? You want to pick them up something? Well, you know what, Bam? Okay, fine. But if you just say, you know, I stopped at the store, I got my kids something to eat, and she snap off and say, damn, you ain't gonna bring my kid nothing? You don't have to do anything. And we've been sugarcoated that BS for so long. Us as human beings, we don't have to do nothing we don't want to do. That's even with kids. Because just because you're a woman and have kids, that don't mean you get a free freaking lunch or a badge of honor. Hey, everybody got kids. But see, the thing is, when you find single men, a big multitude of men will say, that's my kid. I'm not looking for a mother for my kids. You just, man, that's my kid. You want to accept it? Okay. If you don't, that's fine. But a lot of women will say, well, you have to accept my child. No, you don't. You don't have to accept anything. Just like she ain't got to accept yours, and you don't have to accept hers. Those come from you. Those definitely comes from you. So that's a big benefit of avoiding single black women, because they think their kids are the world. That's why I put up on I think it was yesterday when I put up on my page, who comes first. Well, I'm not gonna say who comes first, but what did I say? Let me see if I can find it, people. Yeah. Which comes first, kids or marriage? A lot of people say kids come first. No. If you're married to a guy and those kids are not his, even if those kids are his, this may be a shocker to you, ladies and gentlemen, but your husband come before your kids. Your wife come before your kids. That's the way God made it. I'm not saying treat your kids like dirt and just neglect them and treat them like a red-headed stepchild. No. I'm not saying that. But there's a saying, when a man gets married, he clings on to his wife. He got to let his mother and stuff go. Same thing with a woman. Ain't no more running to my mama or my friends for problems. By law, you're supposed to talk that out with your husband. He's supposed to talk that out with you. But we so quick to jump on the bandwagon and say, well, he won't understand. Guess what? You married him. You know what all that comes with? Making him understand. Because once you start putting people in your business, let's just be honest, single people keep people single. Is it okay to be single? Well, sure it is. But if you're single, you shouldn't want to give somebody in a relationship single information. The thing is to keep them together. And that goes both ways. That's with men and women. So you can't say, well, you know what? Oh, girl, I'm so glad I'm single. No, dude, you got a good man at home. You got a good woman at home. Try to keep that up. You know what, baby? You know what? Blah, 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 blah. Best friend, like y'all women call each other best friend. I don't want to hear it. Go talk to your husband about that. That keeps down stupidity. It keeps it down at a maximum low. But we run and tell our business to everybody, and he do this for his kids. He don't do nothing for my kids. And he ain't got to. He don't have to do anything. Just like you don't have to do anything. You don't. Well, you know what? Hey, I wasn't thinking about the kid. Okay, so, bam. Well, you know what? If you ban him some, can you, if you got them both, can you do it? Well, not got them both. If you coming over, can you do such and such? No problem. Or how come you treat your kids better than you treat my kids? What's the key word in that? Those are my kids. And I'm not saying treat a stepchild like dirt. No, you can treat them equally, but know that those kids did not come from you. And those are some of the benefits of avoiding single women, because you got to deal with too much. Those kids still got fathers, or they may be locked up today, but they gonna get out probably tomorrow. And the minute she say, I found somebody else, the first thing he says, what? Is this dude cool? Is he got beef with my kid or something? No, he's a good guy. Fine. But on the other hand, a woman has to get certification from the other woman for you to bring your kid over her. Remember I said that before. I think that was the last time I had my podcast. No, you don't have to get clarification from nobody. If my child is with me, best believe I'm going to protect my child. She can have the cleanest house in the world. She can be an upright woman. Hell, she can be a holy woman. If a woman don't like the girl you're with, she's not gonna want her kid around her for reasons unknown. I just don't like her. Well, she ain't never did nothing to you. She don't like her because she's dealing with you now when you're out the picture. So that means you can't bring your kids over to your house if she's there. But my boyfriend lives with me and your kids are here with me and my boyfriend. So you better trust me, but I gotta make sure I trust her. That's what you call backwards. That is so backwards. So the benefits are wild, man. I mean, some single mothers, they can be pretty much a handful. I've dealt with countless single mothers, but thank God I've never had none that would try to put me on Front Street or tell me this and that. They would encourage me to can you help me with my son, or can you help me with my daughter? Can you go in there and talk to them? Because kids know good people when they see it. They know. It's the parents that don't know. And I'm not talking about the ladies. I'm talking about the men too. So kids gonna always know a good sense of character. So that's some of the benefits of not dating a single woman with kids. I mean, a single woman with kids. Sometimes it works. Let's just be honest. Sometimes it don't. There's nothing we can do about that because that's just the way the cards roll. And I got chords going all over the place. And there we go. Now, that's better. Sorry about that. Let's see. There we go. That's better. But, as I was saying, that's how you avoid problems. Because, like I said before, all that kid got to do is just tell the father, you hit me, and you ain't even hit him. He tried to touch me, you ain't even touch him. Then you got a problem on your hand. He might come to try to beat you up, or he probably come to try to delete you. Because people don't play about their kids. But since we all know that kids do fabricate the truth sometimes, let's find out if the kids actually tell the truth. Because if you sit there long enough, you talk to a child, and they're lying, they're trying to cover up the lie with the truth, they gonna screw up. They definitely gonna screw up. So there's nothing wrong with dating a woman with kids. It was never nothing wrong with that. Never. But if a woman is dating a man and she got kids, and that kid say, you know what? I mean, that kid. I hope the kid don't say it. The guy talk to her and be like, you know what? Hey, yeah, I can see your son or daughter getting out of hand. Do you need my help? And she keeps saying no. Cut her off, because that kid will never respect you. And if a kid don't respect the man the mother is dating, that relationship's gonna fail anyway, because they're gonna always pick their child over you. You know how many good people messed up over stuff like that because they assumed that the child was telling the truth? I hear a lot of well, on these different podcasts that I listen to, I hear a lot of people say, you know what? Hey, I dated this guy. He was great. He was a great guy. He did this, he did that. We went out, we went on vacations, whoop the bam. He bought me all type of stuff. But my son didn't like him, or my daughter didn't like him, so I had to let him go. How stupid can you be? How stupid can you be? That's your son, that's your daughter. They're not dating him. You are. What do you think? Oh, I don't like him, Mom. Of course the kid might not like him because they want you and the father to get back together or be back together, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But guess what? Little Timmy and little Lisa, Mama got to live this life. You can't live my life. I have to live this own life. I'm trying to find somebody that's going to make me happy. So the best thing you can do now is just be quiet, because he's not here for your needs. He's here for mine. That's how you go about doing things. So don't let your kids break up a happy home, or you're trying to get a happy home, or somebody that treats you the way you want to be treated. Don't let your kids break them up. No, I don't like him. I dated a girl. This was so long ago. I forgot how old I was, and she had a teenage son. which was fine. I was cool with the guy, but he just didn't like me at all. Come to find out, the reason why he didn't like me is because I didn't drink. Well, I don't drink. I don't smoke. And I always kept myself upright and respect my. He wasn't used to that, so he thought I was a lame. Mama, Pico a lame. Why I gotta be lame? He don't do nothing. All he do is come over and see you and go home. And what else am I supposed to do? But guess what? His father was a gangbanger. He was locked up. But the stuff she would tell me in the pictures and stuff I saw, yeah, I was gangbanger. So the kid wasn't used to me trying to be nice to him and treat his mother with respect. So this boy used to see his father beat the crap out of his mama. So if I'm coming in the picture and he took it the wrong way, because that's not love, I don't care what no man say. And if you're a man that's mentally or physically abusing your wife or your girlfriend, you're nothing but scum. You scum rash. You're 100% bona fide, purified gump. And I can't stand with the brothers on that do stuff like that, because it's wrong. It's dead wrong. You don't hit anybody because she's not yours to hit like that anyway. No. You're always ready to fight her. Yeah, guess what? She's going to leave because guess what you're doing? You're scaring the hell out of her. Yeah, she's going to leave. Well, if she's smart enough, she will. Because I know a lot of women that stay because they think that's love. And we had this podcast a couple of months ago. That ain't love. He going upside your head and you don't want to leave him. And then one day when he get tired of going upside your head, enough is enough, you're actually going to leave him, but not the way you wanted to. You're being a freaking pine box. So it'll be a good day if some women will wake up and say, you know what, I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm not taking it. I'm tired of the abuse. I'm tired of the physical abuse, the mental abuse, whatever kind of abuse. I just can't do it no more. And leave. Nothing makes me more happier to see a woman that's in a crappy relationship and get her brain together and leave that man alone and find somebody else, or be by herself and be twice as happy than she was when she was with that guy. Because I have no ill will to no man or woman. No, I don't. But when it comes to kids, that's a different story. You gotta separate. Your kids are over there. Your man, he ain't even got to be your husband. Your man is over there. That man's there for you, not for your kids. Now, if he want to pick up that torch and continue to do it, then by all means, go ahead. Go ahead, go do it. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do for you to be number one. Blah, blah, this, that, and the other. But that comes with a price, because most women don't like men disciplining their children. If I'm going to be in your life and you got 2 or 3 kids, and probably just one. If I'm going to be in your life, I have a right to discipline that child. I'm not talking about spanking him or her like that. No, I'm not talking about that. I should be able to come to that child and say, hey, clean up that room. Hey, take that garbage out. I ain't gonna tell you no more, man. Hey, do this, wash your clothes and what, blah, blah, blah. Let me see your report card when you get home, okay? You got something? I got something for you. You get F's and D's? I got something for you. That's how it should be. Because if you're quote unquote, you say you're a package deal, everything in your package has to be certified by that guy. But yet you hear a lot of women say, hey, you can't touch my kid. Don't touch my kid. Don't tell my kid what to do. You ain't his daddy. Duh, I know I ain't his daddy. If I was his daddy, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing. That's the problem. He don't have a male figure in his life. All because you don't want nobody to discipline your child. And when I say discipline can go all type of ways. It ain't got to be just whooping the kid. No, discipline. You give them tough love. Every woman I dealt with that had kids, I showed no mercy to the kids. None. And that's how it's supposed to be. It got to the point where their kids will come and talk to, well, some of their kids will come and talk to me because I'm a man, and a man can tell a boy what he needs to hear. A mama sometimes is going to sugarcoat what this boy needs to hear, because guess what? The world's not going to sugarcoat anything. The world won't even sugarcoat nothing for adults. That's one thing about the world. It's not prejudice. It's not racist. It treats every color and gender the exact same way. If you don't live by the rules of the world, it'll suck you in. That's just common sense. So that's the advantage, or the benefit, the advantage, and the avoiding of black single mothers. Well, some black single mothers. If they don't want you doing to their kids, man, you ain't got to stand there. If their kids running around and you and this kid, and I remember I always stick with my color, because I can't afford, or I don't nominate myself to talk about other races, only the black race. If this kid was hell on wheels and I'm coming into your life trying to make this brother see the light, and he's playing with toy guns, and we know how the police are. He's playing with a gun. I say, look, man, come on, man, give me that toy gun. And he like, no, you ain't my daddy. Bam, 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 toy gun. And I take the gun, and he run and tell his mama. The first thing his mama should do is say, what's the problem? Well, the problem is this. I came in the house, and he was outside playing with a toy gun. I took the gun away from him. He had a fit. Well, little Bobby, why you outside with a gun? Because I was out there playing with my friends and blah, 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 blah. And like, but you know what, ma'am, you know how, sweetheart, you know how the police are. They don't care if this boy is 5 years old or 35. If they see a gun, they're going to shoot first and ask questions later. Let's just be honest. And I take the gun from the child. And the mama say, what the hell are you doing? You don't take nothing from my kid. Like, sweetie, I'm trying to show this young fella the way. I'm trying to discipline him in a way that's going to save his life in the future. You ain't his daddy. I'm just saying, let him have fun. Boys gonna be, well, kids do stuff. They just kids. The prejudiced cops don't look at it like that. They never did, and they never will. You know how many young kids, preteens, are in the coffin because the cop thought he had a real gun, and it was just a toy gun, not even a BB gun or a cap gun. It was a toy gun. But guess what? Toy guns sometimes look like real guns. And I'm coming like, dude, don't stop letting him play with these guns. Or you don't tell my son what to do. Blah, blah, this, that, and the other. Blah, 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 blah. You ain't his daddy. Let her go, man. Because she's going to be a problem way sooner than later. That's a problem. And that's what's wrong with the black community. Sometimes women don't allow the men that they're dating to discipline their children. So if I can't discipline your child, I want nothing to do with you, because I'm trying to save this boy's life. I'm trying to teach him what's right. I'm trying to teach him how to respect women. I'm trying to teach him that, hey, the world ain't going to play with you when you get outside. When you get of age, it ain't going to play with you. And you want to be like, no, he's just a baby. And you want to cuddle him, and this nigga 13, 14, and you want to cuddle him, and he sleeping in the bed with you constantly. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. When I was younger, about 13, 14, I would hug my mom. I would hug my dad, because they're my parents. I love you guys, but love you too, Pico, and blah, blah, this, that, and the other. And they would go out and buy me things, but my mother never let us hang under her. Even when we felt like it. She like, go play. In other words, stay out of grown folks' business. We couldn't even be in the same room when my parents and my older brothers and sisters were talking, or his older friends were over at the house, or they had both had, people they grew up with at the house. We weren't allowed to be in that room. We can, have kids like to do this and dig in their ear and dig in their nose and walk and try to sit down like nobody's seeing. She be like, get up out of here, bro. Go play. because my mama didn't take no mess from nobody. But now what you got? The kids be all in the mama's business. The kids know about the relationship better than you do. The mama vent out to the kids about their boyfriends and how many people they didn't have sex with. They're kids. They're not supposed to know what you do. They're not. That's why I never liked that. Me and my mama's best friend. Y'all can be friends, but there's a limit. Guess what? She can't be your best friend because she's your mom. He's your dad. He's not here to be your best friend. He's here to raise you, to clothe you, to feed you, and get you ready for the big streets out there. That's what a father's job is supposed to do. That's what a mother's job is supposed to do. But if you have these kids and all you want to do is, and all your kids want to do is be around you, and you're a woman, you got boys, cut them boys loose. Let them go out there and scrape their knees up and put holes in their pants, or go out there and catch a freaking football or something. That's why I got to get kudos to my mom, because she didn't play that stuff, man. It wasn't no, oh, mama. She like, okay, you know what you're going to do? Go downstairs, run some water on it, put a towel on it, and go take a nap. You'll be all right. Because what didn't kill me made me stronger. Hey, cuz, how you doing, Darlene? So, it's all about how you raise your kids. Now, I'm not saying get a freaking psychopath that just want to go upside the kids' heads just for no reason at all. Just come in the house, taking off his belt, and just swinging at everybody. No, you stay away from those type of men. Because women aren't the only beings that's toxic. You got toxic sisters. I'm doing good, Darlene. I'm man, look. Woo, I ain't seen you in a while, cuz. How you been doing up there? You up there in the Big Apple and everything. I want to come to New York. But thanks for watching the show. I appreciate it. Love you too. But as I was saying, women aren't the only toxic creatures. You got a lot of male toxic creatures too. Just like I said before, you got a lot of males that want to play cock of the walk with every woman they date. Bro, you're not even cock of the walk freaking material, man. You're not. You're not. So how the heck you gonna try to call shots? And you're not even doing your job. You want to jump down her neck all the time and beat her up in front of, and steal her money, and don't contribute nothing to the house. Well, we'll talk about, when I get off the washing, I'm gonna message you, but I'll message you about, Fafi. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy how things are, but somewhere down the line, us as black men and black women, we got to get it together. We got to start respecting and trusting each other, because women aren't the only people that don't respect women aren't the only reasons. Women aren't the only ones that's disrespecting black men. Black men disrespect black men, and black men disrespect women too. So we got to call it down the line. We have to call it down the line. You have women that abuse their boyfriends, just like you have men that abuse their girlfriends. It's not as big, but it's up there. Believe me, it's up there. And then, like I said, they have these kids run amok and tie your house up and just treat you like garbage. Don't want to hear nothing you have to say. Leave them women alone, because that's going to be a problem sooner or later. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be sooner, like I said before, than later. So just leave them alone. Same thing with women. Same thing with the guys. It's the same thing. See, the thing about toxicity, it runs both ways. It runs left, right, up, down, back and forth. So there's no, she is, but we ain't. Yeah, we are too. We are too. Just like they are, we are. But it don't hurt for a brother with a positive mind and want something out of life and want to see the best for you and your kids. It's not a problem for him to step in and try to intervene, like saying, hey, young brother, you ain't got to hang out there in the streets, man. You ain't got to be out there with your pants hanging down and walking around with guns and trying to set examples. You ain't got to do that. You really don't have to do that. There's a better way. I never followed the crowd. I never did, and I'm 48 now. I never will. I never followed the crowd. Never. Because I always knew there was something bigger and better in the world for me. I wasn't out there doing what a lot of these kids are doing now. That's because they have nobody to teach them. The mothers cradle their children in and say, hey, I'm going to teach him how to be a man and a woman at the same time. And I don't mean gay or nothing like that. I'm just saying because women lead off emotions. And that's why God gave us parents a male and a female. That's why he did it. He could have just said, you know what? I'm going to make man, I'm going to make woman. Woman going to have kids. That's it. Let her raise the child. She don't need a husband. She don't need none of that. That's why it's an S at the end of parents. Because when in reality, there's supposed to be two. It's supposed to be husband and wife, not baby mama, baby daddy. Because if you're having children out of wedlock, you're just wrong anyway. So we gotta take a look at the alternatives sometimes. Is this guy really here to help my child? Because I'm just gonna be honest, kids do get out of hand sometimes with the mother because they know the mama, they can push the mama so far that they know she ain't gonna do nothing. But when a kid see that father or a strong male figure in that woman's life, that kid he might try it. But when you step in like, hey bro, guess what? Store closed, homie. That store that you got that crap from, they closed that store down. Then it's gonna stand his man like, you know what, I can't pull this no more because dude crazy. That's how it's supposed to be. So to all my black sisters out there and my black brothers out there, try to avoid, well, I'm talking to my sisters now, I'm talking to my brothers now. Try to avoid women that got these bad freaking kids and don't want you to help discipline them kids, not by whooping them, but by talking to them and leading them in the way. And they tell you, hey, they're my kids. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. These my kids. You can take whatever you got and go raise them with your kids. Leave them women alone. Same thing with the brothers. Leave them alone. Leave them sisters alone. Because it goes both ways. We already see the benefits of men not being in the child's life. It can be the father, it can be the uncle, it can be the stepfather. Go outside. We just saw what happened downtown, 2 weeks ago now? Or a week ago? Yeah, a lot of those kids down there don't have fathers. And the ones that do have fathers, they mess up for them. So we got to get the ball rolling because ain't none of us going to be here forever. Time's are ticking. And these kids need discipline. They need to be pointed in the right direction. It's up to us to do it. It's up to the mother and the father. It's up to the single woman. And it's up to the single man. If you're a single mother and you're dating, don't sit up and tell these men they can't discipline your kids because that man's in your life. So yeah, knock yourself out. Just don't kill him. Just don't, I can't use kill. Just don't delete him or just don't unalive him. Discipline him. Some tough love is the best love to have sometimes, especially in this day and age. All of us need tough love. And that's from the lobby to the roof. But these kids today, you can't butter these kids. You can't be soft with these kids because I'm telling you now, if you're soft with your kids, once they get out there in the world, that world isn't soft at all. It may look like it, or you may think it is, but it ain't. And then once the world grab them and get a hold to them, there's nothing you can do. Now you completely lost them. Then that's when they come home and tell you, where you been? Don't ask me no questions. Who the hell you think you is? Wait, I'm your mama. So I've heard kids on these social media platforms curse they mamas out, call them all kind of B's, you a hoe, and You sleep with all these dudes. All these dudes come to the house. I be hearing y'all in the room. You be doing this. You ain't nothing but a thought mama, and that's where it comes from. Because you have to lead by example. Remember what? Well, actually, it was some years ago when the daughter and the mother was doing a live, and her and the daughter just started talking, and she told her mama she hated her because she ain't a good mother. She be in there having sex and oral sex with these dudes, and the mama like, yeah, you right, and this is the mama. Yeah, you right. Yeah, see, I knew it. I should have swallowed you, and instead of degrading minds, man, degrading minds. They sat up there and went back and forth for hours. You the mama. You supposed to be checking the daughter. Hey, don't talk to me like that. But she can't say that if she's not leading by example. So if the daughter's seeing her doing all kind of dirt, now she got something on her mama. So you can't be a thought or a whore or whatever and try to do right and your kids see what you're doing. They gonna say they gonna hold that against you. But mama, you did it. Oh, thanks, cuz I love you. But when I finish this, I'm a message you. So I'm on almost every day. But I appreciate that. Thank you. And oh, I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. But yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. That man is in your life. If you say, well, I'm a package deal, you gotta accept me and my kids. That means you're giving that man authority to help you raise your kids. AJ, what's good, man? You give hate to a kid, and they grow up to give that hate back to you. Thank you, Angelica. That's exactly what I was saying. But you just said it in a better way. You're doing all that crap to your kids. You abusing your for no reason now. Abusing your kids. Your kids see you having 4, 5, 6 dudes running out the house, and you're doing all this, and you're doing all the twerking on your Instagrams and stuff. And when them kids grow up, they're gonna do the same thing you did. And they dare you to say something. You hated me, so guess what? Now just like Angelica said, now I hate you. And then what you do? You can't talk to me like that. I'm your mama. No, you're just a woman that had me, because mothers don't do that. They don't do that. That's why you have so much beef with mothers and daughters. That's why you have so much beef, because somebody dropped the ball. And it wasn't the child, so it only had to be one other person. That was the mother. I mean, they go at it. And I'm quite sure some of y'all probably seen it. Okay, cuz. Love you too. And I'm quite sure some of y'all probably seen it. If I can find it, I'll put it back on my page, but they probably ain't gonna do it no more. But her and her daughter was going at a tooth and nail. The daughter called mama all kind of B's, and mama just in the phone. Well, you this, that, you a B too, and I F you and your boyfriend, and blah, blah, blah. And I should have, and the most lowest thing she said was, I'm just saying what she said, I just said it already. Now I see what the problem. I should have swallowed you. I should have swallowed you when I was having sex with your daddy. Instead I had you. That's so degrading. That's so degrading. It's ridiculous. In my book, she has no points in my book. None. Because you don't tell your child that. You don't know how that affect the child. Just because she didn't show it right then, you probably hurt her feelings. I'm quite sure she did. But this is the world we live in when women don't want you to discipline their children. Because men, whether we like it or not, some men are very good teachers when it comes to kids. Every woman, like I said before, every woman I ever dealt with that had kids, they always like, Pico, you a good guy. They never called me stepfather because I was never wanted to be a stepfather. My kids look up to you, and this was all of them. My kids look up to you because I'm a man before I'm anything, and I never came in and da. No, I'm gonna stand regardless. If I'm young Pico, teenage Pico, or old school Pico like I am now, I'm going to stand for what I believe in. No, you're wrong. You don't talk to your mama like that. And they give me so much respect because the guys they dealt with, I'm not trying to toot my horn or nothing like that, I'm just saying, but the guys they dealt with, they didn't give them respect like that. Oh, all right, well, I'll holler at you. Man, get your kid. Or laugh, hell no, your kid called you that. Your kid did this and that and cussed you out. Remember the thing I was telling you about when the little boy recording a little boy and his mom was on the couch and he was just feeling on his mama booty? And whoever was recording, it was a girl recording and the mama, and they laughed and the little boy just feeling on his mama booty and started cursing, F-U-B, and she like, what the F you talking about? The kid had to be like probably 4 or 5. What the F you talking about? He like, no, F-U-B, and they just dying laughing. So guess what? I don't have time to make up stuff. I call it as I said. You can say what you want to say, but the black community, when it comes to single mothers and these kids, we screwed. Well, not we. They screwed up because we're older now. They screwed up. Yeah, be weary of those women, brothers, black men. I'm telling y'all now, even black sisters that's trying to help your black sisters to get out those ruts, you better keep both eyes on them because they'll turn on you too. Because she would say, hey, why is you showing my kid this much attention? I'm their mama. Well, you know what? Cuz. Or best friend, I'm just trying to show this to your kid. No, you ain't got to worry about that. Let me handle that. What the? And you know how they talk. Then guess what? Now you got beef with the mother. So now she gonna tell everybody you trying to take her kids. She trying to take my kids away from me. She telling them all this stuff. I was talking to this girl. Wow. Well, not me, not talking to her. We were just like conversation. We were just talking about the Bible. Oh my, this would have to be like probably 17 years ago. 18 years, 20, probably 20. We just talking about the Bible. And I was telling her, I taught my kids about the Bible as much as I could, because I was younger. So I told them, the difference, God and Satan, all this stuff. She like, man, I had a guy that used to tell my kids about the Bible. I didn't want them believing in that Jesus, S-H-I-T. I'm like, wow, why would you say that? I don't want them believing that because I think, like, sweetie, see, that's where you're wrong. And guess what? What happened? Oh, he left me. Yeah, duh. You wonder why. Why do you think he left you? You got a good, wholesome brother that's trying to lead both of y'all in the right direction, but you didn't want that. Now, if he was over there busting your head or serving drugs out your house or y'all smoking loud together, weed together, whatever they do, and walking with his pants hanging down, and y'all always get into fights, y'all probably still be married to this day. So why is that? It's because nobody wants to justify their wrongdoings. There's nothing wrong with saying, if you're a single mother, hey, I need help with these kids. Either it's the father or somebody you date. There's nothing wrong with that because a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man. She can point him in the right direction. She can. And maybe she can try as much as she can, but she don't have that qualifications as a father. Have you ever noticed when God made man, he made woman? We're both flesh, we're both blood, we got fingers, we got eyes, we got toes, we got a heart, we got ribs. But the difference is what? One is hard, one is soft. He made men to be hard. He made women to be the nurturer. That's where you get the tough love from. That's why most kids listen to their fathers before they listen to their mothers. Because a father coming in the door, a real father, he coming in the door with guns blazing. What you say? No, it ain't finna be. I'm finna shut this down now. That store closed, bro. No, you ain't. But mama, no. What did I say? What I say? And you get that. Well, you guess what? When you get that, man or bro, watch out for the shoe because it's coming, or a fist. We let our kids get away with too much. And I see a lot of it in single women homes. Like, dude, your kid talk to you like you talking to your best friend out in the street. And when somebody try to correct the problem, you can't raise my kids. Don't tell me how to raise my kids, nigga. You must be crazy. We got along fine without you. Well, if you got along fine without me, continue to go down that path. But I guarantee you, it's going to catch up with you. If you don't change your ways, it's going to catch up with you. God put everybody on this earth to be in a place. God, Jesus, father, mother, children. Now it's mother, children. Because if you don't believe in God, you can't believe in Jesus. So that's out the picture. So now it's mother and children, maybe father. That's the only way you're going to make it in this world is tough love. That's the problem. And that's the problem I said before. We give our kids, these kids got it so easy. They got it so freaking easy, man. And like I said earlier, there's nothing wrong with a single mother. I know a lot of single mothers that actually did the job. They had their cape on with the S on their chest. I ain't got my Superman shirt on today, but they actually did their job. Yeah, kids are going to stray. Kids going to do some stupid stuff because they're kids. They're supposed to, just like they did it. I mean, just like we did it, they do the same thing. But when you grow up, you got to take what your mama taught you. If you're a single mother, you got to take what your mama taught you and hold it up like this, like a shield for the world, because the world gonna throw everything at you. I mean, everything. Bam, my mama stood strong, I can do this. Or my dad stood strong, I can do this. But these women out here with these bad freaking kids, and then and don't want no man to say nothing to their kids, and they're dating this man, leave that woman alone. That's for your safety and hers, because like I said before, those kids will lie on you. Mama, you was at work, Pico came over. Oh yeah, Pico always come over. He was in the bed. I woke up, he was touching on me. And that's your kid, you gonna believe it. What? Then you gotta act like a fool when I come in the house. What the hell you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Like, hold on, where's the fire? My daughter said you, like, babe, what are you talking about? I ain't did nothing like that. You a lie. You a motherfucking lying, blah, blah. For what? And the kid just sitting in the back like, yep, got you. You finna be about this boy. If you're a single mother and you're dating, I said this once and I'll say it again. If you're a single mother and you're dating a man, you're dating that man for you. Don't date that man for your kids. If your kids don't like your boyfriend, tough. Tough. Guess what? You ain't got to deal with him. That's my guy. He's mine. I belong to him. He belong to me. You can go in your room and watch Matlock or something. That's my man. That's how that go. I just told you guys earlier, I was watching a couple of podcasts yesterday, and women was actually saying, hey, he was a nice guy. He did this, he did that. But my daughter and my son didn't like him, so I had to let him go. Are you a fool? Are you that dumb? No, kids don't have judgment over your life because my kids got good. No, they're freaking kids. They're kids. Even if they grown and that guy's treating you right, your kids say, you know, it's just something about him. Who cares? Go worry about your relationship. Go worry about your baby daddy that you don't know he got the other girl pregnant up the street. Go worry about them. But this man is in my life. I like him. He like me. He always treat me with respect. When we go outside, it's fine and dandy. When we come in the house, it's fine and dandy. We can talk about anything. We can talk about the Bible. We can talk about life. We can crack jokes. He never disrespect me. So out of all of this, you think I'm going to leave my guy just because you think or you going off a feeling that you don't like him? Go to your room. Real easy. It's real easy. Well, my daughter said it was something about him, so I had to leave him alone. And then you run into this guy probably 10, 12 years later. He's just as fine as he can be. Oh, I got a wife now. I own this and I own that. Blah, blah. We just came back from Malvin and sudden you like, damn, that could have been me. But you listen to your stupid kid. Because kids lie. They lie. I used to go with somebody. The mother thought I was messing with the kid. That didn't happen. That never happened. And the mother came and asked me, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? No, I got kids. Why would I want to mess with your kid? Why would I want to mess with my kids? I'm a grown man. If I want to fill up on somebody, either it's going to be the one I'm dating, or I'll just go find an adult woman. I ain't got time to be touching on no kids, man. Please, that's stupid. That's ludicrous, actually. But that's me. She didn't give you no fight. She believed me. And sooner or later, the person that said it, she came and apologized to me. She said, hey, I was wrong and I apologize. I accept your apology. But you got to go with that man. You dated that man. You wanted that man to be in your life. Okay. If your kids don't accept your man, so what? This is the circle I'm talking about when women say, my daughter is my best friend. Your daughter is never, no, correction. Let me rephrase that. You were never here to put on this earth when God created you and you had kids. He never said, be your daughter's best friend. You be her mother. I don't care if she loved you or hate you. You still got to be that girl's mother or that son's or that boy's mother. That's what black parents get it wrong. Oh, that's my baby girl. You know, that's my daughter. We best friends. We tell each other everything. You're not supposed to sit down and talk about sex to your daughters and you're dating a man. That's stupid. But I know a lot of women that do it. Sit down, oh girl, what's your name over at the house? And he got that. Dude, that's your freaking daughter. That's disrespect. You're not disrespecting. Well, actually, you are disrespecting him. You're disrespecting him and you're disrespecting her because she's a child. She's a child. Oh man, my daughter talk about everything. No, I got 8 kids and I don't tell my kids nothing. Nothing. And half of them grown. For what? I'm the father. They know what I want them to know, and I always keep it peaceful and casual. I ain't gonna be like, oh, call my son Sean. Man, I had this girl over. Boy, she was thick, and I told her. That's stupid. That's not a man. But you have some parents that do that. That's not the way to go. That's not the way, especially when a child is young. They hearing this stuff when they're young, and you wonder when these girls grow up, they thoughts and stuff. They for the streets. It's your fault. Because you told them your lifestyle, and it probably sound good to them, and they say, hey, when I grow up, I'm going to be like mama. Mama got all these dudes. I want to have all the dudes too. So that's what happens. It takes a strong if you're a single woman, black woman, you got to be strong to raise these kids. You got to be strong because kids will test you. And if you fail, they know they got you. If that man is in your life, you got kids, and that man sees some flaws in those kids and he try to help those kids, the best thing you can do is be quiet and take a back seat. Let him do his thing. If he ain't beating on him, and he ain't showing them no type of disrespect, and he's just disciplining them and showing them the right way to go. And hey, you don't do this. You don't do that. You don't talk back to your mama. You don't, did she tell you to do something? You do it. Let that man do his job. Believe me, you're thanking for it later. You're thanking for it later. Because single women, not all of them, some single women do need help with raising these kids. But stay away from the ones that need help, but don't need help. They'll render you powerless. The kid over at your house and you move her in and he tying up all your damn stuff. Furniture got holes in it. He jumping up and down on the sofas and got crayon markers from the front room to the basement. And you can't say nothing. Well, your kid, well, I get it up. Man, why you got to say it like that? He's just a kid. No, he ain't just a kid. He's just a kid that's tying up my house. And if you don't get it together, you and Leroy got to go. Simple. Same thing with a woman. If you and a guy live together and he talk to you, the baby mama acting crazy, and I'm going to take him a kid, okay, hey, bring him over. That little boy got to respect your house. You got every right as a woman to say, hey, this little guy tying up my stuff. I pay too much money for this stuff. I don't jump on my furniture. What makes you think your son or daughter's gonna come in and jump on my furniture? And if I say something like, "Oh, baby, don't do that," oh, baby, they're just kids, man. You know, he just a little boy. He ain't gonna tear up your stuff, and you come home and your glass tables cracked, and you got dried toast and stuff all up under the seats. And guess who's coming next? The roaches. Then what you gonna do? Then what? You mad, but you can't say nothing. You mad, but you can't say nothing because kids will tear up a house. We all know somebody in this world that got some bad damn kids, and we see the attributes of that child. Either he gonna tear the house up, he gonna be the loudest damn kid in the house, or he's gonna be jumping from furniture to furniture like he Batman, or swinging off a chandelier. He's gonna do something, and you be like talking to your friend like, yeah, man, but in your head like, damn, this kid bad as hell. Jesus Christ. This little nigga crazy. And want to talk back to the mom. Shut up and all that. Oh man, come on, man. Dude, no. It ain't finna be none of that. Like my old man used to tell us, I tell you once. That's it. Pico. And it's your week to do the dishes? Yes, sir. Well, get up there and do them. Yes, sir. It wasn't like, oh, man, let me finish this. Let me do this right quick. Well, I'll get it when I come back. 9 out of 10, if I said that in his face or my mama's face, I wasn't coming back. Just gonna be honest, I wasn't coming back. But these kids today got so much leeway, they got nothing to offer, but they always want to give advice on things. They end grown folks' conversations. I don't care if the kid is 21, 22. If you're speaking to your friend, your kid not supposed to be in there with you. No. If you're talking business or something personal, no. Sweetie, what you doing in here? You don't, no, you gotta go. That's how you keep a strong house. Because like I said earlier, kids will test you. They will see they would try to find out what button to press, and they would use that in their favor. So there's nothing wrong with dating a single mother with kids. That was to me, I'm just speaking for myself, there was never nothing wrong with that. But that woman had to have her kids on the right track. Even if she's doing it alone and she's trying to make something out of herself with those kids, you got to give her respect for that. You got to. So, guess what? We're out of time. I thank you guys for watching the show, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is your boy Pico the City Brown. I'm signing off. Like I always say, man. Thank everybody for listening. Hit the comment button. There's no comment. Actually, there's a comment button, but hit that like button. Share the content. And if you don't know, now you know. You can follow me on YouTube at Pico the City. Pico the City Brown. What's my name? Pico the City Brown. I'm on crazy, man. On YouTube, see, I'm all messed up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok. My Instagram is Pico38. My TikTok is at Pico City. Follow button on that one. Follow button on the Instagram. You already know what it is. It's your boy Pico the City Brown. I'm out of here saying, keep God first. Pray more. As a black community, we got to come together because we're useless when we're apart, but we're forcibly reckoning with if we are together. That goes for the brothers and the sisters. Black man, let's support and respect our sisters. Sisters, let's support and respect our brothers because we need each other. Okay. That being said, like I said before, hit that like button. Hit that share button. I thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow's a whole new day. So that means a whole new topic. Oh, Angelica, I saw the topic you sent me, but it was too late when you sent it to me. I was on my way doing this one, but I'll probably talk about that one tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I am going to talk about that tomorrow. So you guys might not want to miss it. Hey, same bed time, same bed channel, 7:30. It's going down, but I'll leave the topic on my page tomorrow. And for the new people, if you got something you want me to talk about, guess what? And you want to be anonymous, throw it in my inbox. I'll put the topic on my page, but I won't put your name up there. If you want to be cool about it and be a big boy, a big girl, you can put it on my page instead of putting it in my inbox, and I'll do the topic from there. So until tomorrow, it's your boy signing off saying take care of yourself and each other. I love you guys. God bless everybody. And if you're outside, please, by all means, drive safe, Watch your driving and watch your surroundings, because you got a lot of weirdos out there. Keep God first and pray more. This is your boy Pico the City Brown, one-on-one talk. I'm out of here. Take care of yourself and each other. And don't forget, hit that like button. And if you want to, share the content. I'm out of here. See you guys tomorrow.